So, you've just moved into on-campus accommodation. Now what? Hi, my name is Musa. I'm an international student studying psychology at Curtin and a host of I'm a Curtin. Now what? Today, we're giving you a crash course on getting settled at Curtin, especially if you're new to Perth. Today, we're meeting with a resident advisor from one of Curtin's on-campus accommodations. They're fellow students who will help you to settle into your accommodation, connect you with your other residents, and make the most of your time in on-campus accommodation. All right, Kai, do you have any tips or advice for students moving in the first weeks of orientation?
Okay, so the great thing about living on campus is that there's always tons of activities that each accommodation offers. So especially as an international student, by attending these activities, it was a really great way for me to actually meet people. And I feel like that personally helped me ease into the new environment.
Yeah, I remember my first week here participating in all the activities. That's actually how I made most of my friends here, whether they were international, whether they were local, all the way from Geraldton or from Albany. It was so important for me to meet all these people and to learn so much about the culture. Would you say there's any other important stuff that the students should know whilst coming here?
Definitely. When you first get to Perth as an international student, you basically are just coming with your luggage and all the very basic necessities that you have. So other things that are really important to get set up would be, number one, getting your bank account set up. Coming here, since I didn't have a phone number, I had to get a SIM card as well. And especially since the Wi-Fi on campus works on your Oasis sign up, during the first couple of days, I had no Wi-Fi here. So being able to get your phone set up quickly will be very handy as well. And getting around is actually pretty convenient, but you do need your Perth card for that. As an international student, I remember getting mine at a Study Perth booth at the airport.
Wow.
So there was a little basic welcome pack that we were given, and that's how I got my Perth card. But you can also get your Perth card here on campus. If I'm not, you can get it at the Guild Mart.
And if you want more info on that, you can head over to Oasis where you can learn more about it. There'll be more info in the description. So, I'm someone who is a very avid shopper and I love to spend my time going shopping around. What are some essential places or locations that you would recommend students to go to if they want to buy the groceries or just go shopping retail in general?
Okay, so the great thing about living on campus is that you've got tons of options when it comes to shopping. So just down the road, there's Waterford where you've got Coles. If I'm not wrong, they have an IGA there as well. So it's a great place to go if you need to do a quick grocery shop run. If you do have a bit more time on your hands throughout the week, if you just hop on one of the buses at the Curtin bus stop, you can actually head down to Vic Park and they've got a Kmart there. And Kmart is probably one of the most amazing places here. You can get basic things like your bedding, towels, any other essential goodies that you want to shop for. That's where you can head to.
All right, Kai, the big question, and I'm sure that you faced that at one point, and I definitely faced that at one point, culture shock.
Yeah.
How would you advise a student, especially an international student, to tackle on this challenge whilst traveling to a new country and trying to make the most of the university?
Well, for myself as an international student, I feel like just taking every opportunity that you have to put yourself out there, meet new people, and just don't be afraid to experience new things because you never know what's going to come out of it. Make the most out of your uni experience.
Yeah, I remember when I first came in my first week, the RAs were so helpful. And because of that, I managed to make lifelong friends, whether they were international, whether they were local. I knew I made a lot of friends that will last a lifetime and hopefully help me improve my university experience.
And yeah, for everyone that's living on campus, if you have any questions, never be afraid to approach any one of your RAs. We're all very happy to help.
If you want more tips on surviving and thriving uni, check out I'm a Curtin Now What for more stories and advice. See you next time.